A live look at Acrisure Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. The Bears ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCF's offense will go on the attack first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. If you want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win. Palmer, this guy, they put him everywhere, and he wins because of that blazing speed.
It's really crazy to think about that he might actually be their fastest. If you had everybody lined up at receiver, tight end, just running vertical routes, he might actually be the fastest. And Dave, we've even seen him on film run away from cornerbacks as well in man coverage. Nobody can seem to catch up with this guy. A very unique skill set for a tight end.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Snagged out of the air. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
He'll pull it down. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd down, here's Watson. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. The Bears offense takes the field for the 1st time in this game. And here comes DJ Lagway. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory.
Right, so what's on? Ready? Hey, move.
Here's the handoff. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to run for it. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Lagway to throw for it on fourth. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. He wants to change this route. Lagway wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And Baylor's a team, man, it's been interesting to watch them because offensively, they make no bones about it. They want to throw the ball all over the yard. And what do? To replace their stud from a year ago? They go in the portal. They get DJ Lagway, a guy that can spin it, has had some high moments, also had some inconsistencies, Palmer. So I'm interested to watch this young man at the helm.
Yeah, the big key, I think, for Baylor is this coaching staff getting the most out of DJ Lagway, because you said it, David, he was one of the most recruited players and Gatorade Player of the Year in high school for a reason. His ceiling is so high. The issue, though, has been the consistency. If this coaching staff can get him to play his A game week in, week out.
Turning it on! Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, but he just decided to take off.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Sends it back in motion. Lagway. It's complete to the left. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I like that play call there. Third and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Fighting off the defender. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. He's got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Gets the back moving. Throwing, Lagway. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Baylor! Miller made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest, walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll run it again. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Finds his big tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. A handoff for Watson. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the first down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the first down.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll give it to Watson. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, Scott Frost back at head coach for UCF, and so immediately you expect them to be able to run the football. We saw in recent years guys like R.J. Harvey just get it done for the Knights, and it's going to be interesting now to see what they can do moving forward, right? This is an offense that wants to go tempo. They want to establish the running game, David, and they need some superstars to emerge.
Well, and that's why they brought in Duke Watson, right? They wanted to bring a guy in with experience that you've been there, done that. He was obviously at Louisville at a little bit different level, now expecting big things. You got to be able to run the football, want to be physical, have that ground game so you can do the tempo, you can do all the other fun things. So big shoes to fill at the running back spot.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for space. It's Morris. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The offense changing the play. Here's Lagway to pass. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Bears line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
That's reeled in. It's Watson. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's too high and too wide. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Watson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass. It's Barnett. Got his man down the middle. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up 4th down. The Knights will punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Lagway wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Lagway finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the tight end. Again, it's Lagway. Here's the pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Punt is on its way. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Throwing, Lagway. Pulls it in, it's Williams. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. Complete to Williams over the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown Bears! A great catch and run for 6. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really.
He's going to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Knights! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
And the point after is good. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Here's Lagway to pass. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the UCF head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Under fire. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. The Knights in the hurry-up.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
He wants to go deep. He's got it down the field. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, UCF! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a race.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, down here on the Baylor sidelines, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players saying, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again, or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Using his legs, it's Morris. Finding some room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Flagway wants to throw. With the catch, it's Freeman. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Bears, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Flagway from the gun on third down. On target over the middle. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind them. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. A run for the quarterback. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
The easy way to convert on 3rd down, the penalty moves the sticks. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Charles. He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. Like, this is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap, because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the gift to Watson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Knights have it with a 1st and goal. Here's Duke Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Knights. Getting set for the point after.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Lagway. That's caught. It's Brown. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. The throw. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Throwing, Lagway. They'll run the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground, he's got it again. Got a little grass. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Here's Lagway to pass. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this offense can drive down and take the lead. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Barnett. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got the back in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, down here on the Baylor sidelines, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he...
Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Got his man. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. All right, go.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Finds his man. It's Turner. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. I'll send the tight end in motion. Flagway wants to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's complete. Now the Knights will call their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. Working that left side now. Touchdown Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Buying some time. Crosses the 45. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Back to throw, it's Barnett. A little release to the back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Trying play action. Lets it fly. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you...
This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense of getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over. And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just feeds the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.